Cherry Blossom, welcome back to the Velvet Story, where emotions come alive through words. Cherry Blossom. Today's episode is from our beloved Pretend series, Chapter 24, Freedom? Is it truly freedom, or just another step deeper into the world of pretending? Let's dive into this emotionally charged chapter, where secrets, misunderstandings, and silent longing threaten to change everything between Geet and Maan. She is angry, but today, it isn't on him. It's on herself. Why are there mistakes? No, not mistakes, but big blunders and Geet always go hand in hand? Can't blunder just take a break for once? But no, Babaji must be having fun watching her spiral. Geet, I don't understand what you are saying, Maan said, confusion lining his features. What do you want to hear, Mr. Khurana? Because I didn't say anything, she snapped back. Liar, my ears are just fine, my latest report says so, Maan smirked. Oh, great to know that, she replied sarcastically. Maan tilted his head, eyes narrowing with curiosity. Geet, if it's your first time, then where does Abhinav come from? He asked innocently. I know I'm inexperienced, but thanks to books, TVs, and the internet, I have a good understanding. If you don't know, I can expel. Before he could finish, Geet slapped her palm across his mouth, horrified. Her cheeks flamed crimson, eyes darting anywhere but him. Thank you so much, Mr. Shameless Khurana, but I don't need any explanation from you. I'm also an educated person. She stumbled, trying to salvage her dignity. I mean, it's with you, she added, mentally slapping herself for giving the worst excuse of her life. Maan watched her, amused. He wasn't stupid, he knew she was lying. But the question remained, Abhi calls Geet his mother. None of it added up. You naughty girl, you've already imagined us in that way and you dare call me shameless? Mr. Khurana, I don't imagine anything about us. Can we please let go of this experience versus inexperience debate and get to the main point? She said, looking anywhere but at him. No, Geet, I'm enjoying our talk, but I'm not, Mr. Khurana. She exclaimed. Okay, so it's decided. Are we going or not? Of course, we're going. Maan pulled her again, but this time, Geet hit him repeatedly. You wild tiger, I'm human, not some animal. Then behave like a human, Mr. Parvat Singh Khurana. Okay, no more teasing, she scolded him like a stern teacher. I'm not teasing, he muttered but stopped as she glared. Okay, say, he said, putting a finger on his lips like an obedient student. Geet inhaled deeply. You will leave from here, and go anywhere you want. I'll do the same. After 1 week, we both return and wait for each other at the airport. Then we come back together. That's a brilliant idea. You have a brain. Maan chuckled. Thank you, Mr. Khurana, but I don't accept compliments for other work. Who gave you that idea? One of your boyfriends? He teased, the smirk on his face masking a touch of jealousy. None of your concern, Mr. Khurana. Now go enjoy your time with your girlfriends, Geet shot back in frustration. Something's burning, Maan teased with a bigger smirk. She glared, but she knew it. His face always melted her. He was her weakness too. I didn't smell anything, she muttered, defiant. Fine, where are you going? Why, Mr. Khurana? Feeling restless, wondering where or with whom I'll be? I'm just asking so we can stay in contact, he said, trying to sound casual. We don't need to. Did I ask you? Don't tell Mrs. Khurana, but I don't care. He wouldn't admit it, but yes, he wanted to know. And he knew whom to ask. His little baby wouldn't disappoint him. Have fun, Geet said sharply. Same to you, Maan replied. Scene shift. Bhai, you're the first man who enjoys his honeymoon alone, Dev chuckled. Are you jealous, Dev? Bhai, I'm not special and don't want to be. I want a normal life, and a wife, Dev laughed. Just go away, Maan muttered. Bhai, why are you taking out your frustration on Dev bhai? Annie teased. If Geet bhabhi doesn't want to tell you where she's going, that's her right. Freedom, remember? Very funny, Annie. But see, I'm not smiling, Maan deadpanned. Dev and Annie laughed anyway. Later, Maan sneaked into Abhi's room according to plan. Hey champ, how are you? I'm good, Dada. Where are you going without Dada? To my home. Home? But where? Maan gently prodded. Shush, don't tell anyone. Mama said not to tell, Abhi replied seriously. Home. Mama said we are going home. Maan felt like he was playing KBC with a toddler. Before he could ask more, Annie and Dave barged in. Why are you questioning him, bro? Annie teased, and Maan narrowed his eyes. I was just asking something. Annie, where is Abhi going? Dave asked curiously. Maan tried to stop him, but the innocent kid spilled the beans. Mama says we are going home. Nice honeymoon destination, Annie muttered to Maan and Dave. Poor Abhi, oblivious, just smiled. They spent more time with Abhi, then headed to their rooms to rest. Scene shift Dadi's room. Geet entered after seeking permission. Dadi Ma and Prema were sipping evening tea. Dadi Ma, I want to ask your permission, Geet said quietly. Yes, say, Geet, can I send Abhi to Mira's house, if you don't have a problem? Why would I, Geet? But I'd love it if you trusted us enough to let him stay with us, Dadi Ma replied warmly. We are mothers, dear. We know how to care for children. Better us than an unmarried girl, Prema added. Mrs. Khurana, please don't mind. I don't mean to hurt you. Actually, Mira has always looked after him when I'm out for meetings. And Mrs. Khurana, you've raised your kids so well. No one can question you, Geet said honestly. Prema fell silent. It's your choice whom you trust, Dadi Ma said kindly. Geet's heart ached. She couldn't tell them the truth. She simply couldn't go without Abhi. She needed him. Dadi Ma, I trust you. But Mira would get angry, she said, stretching the truth. She hated lying, but from the moment she stepped into this pretend world, she'd been doing nothing but lying, to them, and to herself. Geet, I understand. Don't feel guilty. One day, Abhi will be close enough with us to want to stay, Dadi Ma said, lifting Geet's face. Geet's eyes filled with tears. They thought there was still time, but the truth was the opposite. She hugged Dadi Ma tightly. Thank you, and I'm sorry, she whispered, not just for now, but for pretending. No need for thanks or sorry. Geet, we're family. Hello Pinky. Hello Geet. How are you? How could I be? Pinky replied in a complaining tone. I know you're fine. You are not my friend anymore, just Adi's friend. Always on his side. I'm on both your sides, Pinky. Now, can I talk to Adi? You are so mean. Just say you want to talk to him. Pinky, please, I'll call you again once I reach. Hello Adi. Hello Geet. Adi, listen carefully. What happened? I want to talk to Mr. Paul. Personally, Geet, that's risky, I know, but I want to take this risk for myself. He's strict and hates emotional blackmail, Adi warned. I know, he's a man of action. But I still want to try. What do you want me to do? Prepare everything for dinner, his favorite wine, food, location. I'll handle the rest. Think again. Adi, please, just leave it all to me. Okay, meet you soon. She ended the call and saw Maan standing there, watching her silently. Guilt washed over her. She looked away, but then she thought, why feel guilty? Eavesdropping is a bad habit, Mr. Khurana. Good going, Geet. Dinner plans already, he said, emotionless. Did I ask you how you plan your holidays? She snapped, her head low. Still, she couldn't understand why she felt like she'd done something wrong. Maan walked away, saying nothing. You shouldn't feel like this, Geet. It's all pretend. Damn this heart, she whispered. Maan's room. Maan sat alone. He didn't know why, but knowing she was going to spend time with someone else bothered him. He knew she was hiding something, probably doing it for a reason. But still, why did he care? It's her life. He had no right to question her. Next day farewell. Maan and Geet took blessings from elders. Prema was reluctant but remained silent. Abhi, watching them, copied everything they did. Miss you, Abhi, Geet whispered. Abhi also misses you, he replied sweetly. Dave and Annie kissed his cheeks goodbye. Have fun, bro, Dave teased. Thanks, Dave. Don't annoy my sweet bhabhi, Annie warned. Maan made a face but said nothing. Scene shift airport. Rosie and Rocky also arrived with their families. Rocky had a full family. Rosie, sadly, had none. The flight schedule was announced. Enjoy your time, Mr. Khurana, Geet said as Maan played with a grumpy Abhi. You too, Mrs. Khurana, Maan replied flatly. She expected a teasing comment, but got silence instead. They turned and walked toward their flights. In opposite directions, but with hearts far from free. Heartbreak sometimes freedom doesn't mean escape. It means facing the truth, even when it hurts. Heartbreak. Thank you for watching this emotional rollercoaster on the Velvet Story. If you felt the pretend emotions seeping into reality, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for the next chapter. Until then, stay tangled in emotions and stories that make your heart whisper. Dove Pretend Chapter 25 coming soon. Dove.